Okay, my friends, let me help you change the way that you are thinking about your childhood. My name is Vidakovic. I'm a life coach and course creator who helps overthinkers achieve their goals without sacrificing their soul, their family life, or their sanity. And in this very special series, I'm sharing really simple strategies to help you change the way that you think about anything. Okay, and you're probably wondering, well, why would I want to do that? I like my thoughts. As long as you understand that the way that you are thinking in your life is impacting the way that you feel, which impacts the actions that you take, which impacts your results in turn. Okay, it's like a domino effect. If you're currently thinking crappy thoughts about something, okay, the way that you feel, okay, isn't going to be fantastic. And that's why I wanted to use your childhood as an example to begin with. Because if you're telling yourself a story that, my childhood was truly terrible, okay, I can share with you a million examples how this is true. But if that story exists, okay, then how do you feel when you reflect back on your past? There's a very good chance that you're feeling resentful, bitter, sad, neglected, like all the things which come from this idea, this truth. You think it's a truth, the story that you had and experienced a terrible childhood. Okay? The crappy feelings are coming from the crappy thoughts. Now, I do not want to discount the fact that we might have all experienced, or in some way or another, and some will have experienced worse, negative situations as we were growing up, okay? I'm trying to help you see that there is a different way to think about your childhood, okay? Whether it truly was crappy or not, and trying to choose a way that is actually serving you today. So let's just say the scenario was that XYZ did happen and it was terrible, okay? You can still decide to think it was terrible. How can you tell yourself a different story about that, terrible childhood? You could choose to think, okay, that childhood was the thing that gave me my strength. That childhood that I experienced taught me to be resilient. My childhood taught me how I don't want to treat others, okay? Can you see that there is a different story that you can tell yourself about that? Okay, my childhood was XYZ, but even still, as a result of that experience, I grew a little stronger. I grew a little more hopeful. I'm not the victim now. I want to be a hero in my story. That is a power that comes from changing your thoughts about a situation, again, from the world around you. It's about seeing that you can tell your story that actually serves you. How do you know if it's serving you or not? It makes you actually feel good. It makes you feel good about yourself. It makes you feel empowered. And so when it comes to your childhood, how can you choose to tell yourself a story which puts you back in a position of power, which takes you out from feeling like you're a victim at the whim of other people? And it could simply be, that experience, the one that I experienced, the childhood I went through, is the very thing that has made me the resilient, capable, compassionate person that I am. And so that's all I'm trying to seed in you here, knowing that you can tell yourself a different story and understanding the way that you feel. Okay, if you want to feel more positively about your childhood, there has to be some positive thoughts that you can glean from even a negative situation. Okay, it could have been crappy, and okay, the important part is the and you can choose to think of it in a way that puts you in a position of power. Okay, so that is just that little niggly thing that you have to do. See if you can tell a different story about that experience. If you want to learn more about changing your thoughts to change your life, and you want to dive in deeper, just make sure to check out my free guide that's included inside the description, which is 5 thought shifts to help you get out of your own way. Okay, there's a link to the description, and I can't wait to catch you in the next video.